The UK higher education system has long drawn the brightest minds from across the globe to its historic campuses. For over a decade, universities operated under the Basic Compliance Assessment, or BCA. It was a highly forgiving system. A university could see up to 10% of its international students refused visas and still face no immediate penalty. But government data began to show a pattern. High dropout rates indicated some students were skipping lectures to enter the illegal working economy. Meanwhile, high visa refusals suggested universities were cutting corners on their background checks just to secure international tuition fees. What was designed as an educational pathway was buckling under the pressure of systemic exploitation, acting as an unintended backdoor around border control. The UK government concluded that the education sector was compromising national immigration goals. They decided an aggressive, top-down correction was the only fix. In May 2025, the Home Office published a white paper laying out a strict new framework. The underlying philosophy was explicit. Bringing international students to the UK is a privilege, not a right. To enforce this, they introduced the Red, Amber, Green, or RAG system, which went live on June 1, 2026. This policy strips institutions of their ability to negotiate action plans for minor infractions. Now, the system relies on immediate, automated penalties for any university that slips up. Operating a modern university campus requires managing a massive, complex pipeline of global talent. The strict new metrics, visa refusals, enrollments, and completions have hard thresholds: maximum 4% refusal, minimum 96% enrollment, and 92% completion. Crucially, the worst performing metric dictates the final rating. A single 5% visa refusal drags the entire institution into the red band. There is no buffer zone. Failing a single metric triggers an immediate administrative lockdown. Universities can no longer rely on a strong track record to stay in good standing. Under RAG, near perfection is the baseline for survival. While a green rating grants full access to international student allocations, known as CAS, an amber-rated sponsor immediately loses the ability to increase their student intake, freezing their operations in place. A red rating triggers severe sanctions. The university faces a mandatory minimum 10% cut to their CAS allocation, forced action plans, and the very real threat of having their sponsor license revoked entirely. To protect their metrics, universities are reacting defensively. Admissions offices are heavily screening or entirely freezing out applicants from demographic regions they perceive as carrying a higher risk of visa refusal. Entire cohorts of prospective, fully qualified students are summarily discarded before their applications even reach the visa stage. The Home Office has effectively outsourced border control directly to university admissions officers, forcing educators to act as the first line of immigration enforcement. Down at the individual level, this creates a volatile environment for applicants in markets like Nepal, which currently sees over 20,000 sponsored study visas issued annually. A perfectly qualified, genuine student can apply, pay their deposits, and pass all academic requirements, only to be denied a CAS simply because their chosen university is secretly sitting in the amber or red band. And that rating is a closely guarded secret. The UK government will not publish the official RAG list on the Public Sponsor Register until the summer of 2027. Right now, international students are flying blind. They are risking their tuition deposits and career plans on institutions that might not even have the legal allocation to sponsor them. To secure a visa in this landscape, applicants have to manage the risk themselves. Step 1 is verifying a sponsor's historical compliance. Sticking to established Russell Group universities or working with certified consultants offers a layer of protection while the public lists remain hidden. Step 2 requires intense preparation for the Pre-CAS credibility interviews conducted by the universities themselves. Fearing even a single visa refusal, universities have hardened these conversations into rigorous, high-stakes interrogations aimed at weeding out any potential compliance risk. Finally, applicants must start the process incredibly early. With CAS allocations frozen or slashed for lower-tier universities, the remaining spots at fully compliant institutions will run out much faster than in previous years. The window to secure a sponsorship is closing rapidly for each intake cycle. The UK is still accepting international students, but the administrative safety net is gone. Securing a study visa today requires flawless execution, leaving zero room for error from both the university and the applicant.